everything you need to know about spoofing in Pokemon Go. But before that, let me tell you about this game a bit and this area a bit. Now, the place I am at, this not just this entire garden, but this entire city or town had literally zero Pokestops when I started playing, when the Pokemon Go first came out. Now, how did it get so many stops and gyms? Literally every stop and gym inside this garden has been created by me. So how did I do it? First of all, there was the Ingress game, the Niantic's other game, Ingress. So I kept submitting Pokestops and gyms or portals in that game, and I slowly populated this entire city with around 200 Pokestops and gyms. How I did it is I went to the nearest big city and I kept farming or leveling up in Ingress and also in Pokemon Go, and eventually Pokestop submission came to Pokemon Go as well. So slowly I kept leveling up in Ingress as well as Pokemon Go, and slowly day by day, one by one, I planted so many Pokestops or portals in Ingress, and now like this garden is full of Pokestops and gyms, and this is how I created my own world. Instead of complaining that I do not have a Pokestop to play on or saying that I am a rural player, I went to big cities whenever I get a chance. I played hardcore whenever I went there, and then leveled up, came back to my city or town, and then submitted as much as I can. Most of these Pokestops and gyms were rejected when I first submitted them, and most of them have been submitted twice or thrice or even more than that. And finally, even last week, a lot of submissions went through and a lot of new Pokestops and gyms have come up. So over so many years, I have been submitting so much in this garden, and still I keep on submitting. Maybe I will submit one or two more this time, and by the time I arrive here next weekend or the weekend after that, there will be one more Pokestop or gym. So that's how I created my own world, instead of going to methods like spoofing. Instead of even thinking of spoofing or spending any time to think about spoofing or learning it or doing it, I invested that time in leveling up whatever way possible. And it's so easy now because of the friendships. You can have friends all over the globe. I have videos about that, how you can get people from Telegram, from Reddit, from all sorts of social media, and you can fill up your list. People will send you gifts, you send them gifts, and you will level up in no time. And when you are becoming great or best buddies, you just throw your lucky egg. Now the thing is, a lot of you will hate me for my title and my thumbnail, because it's like you are saying how to spoof. Just tell me how to spoof. If you don't want to tell us how to spoof, just don't make a video. The thing is, I will get more hate on this video than the appreciation, but it's okay. Even if I can convert one person into playing legit, I think the video will be worth it. And maybe the person who starts playing legit, who actually starts exploring, walking, maybe we will meet someday and we will trade some Pokemon. So even if I can convert one person who thinks about spoofing but ends up playing legit, I think it is worth it. So I know I will get a lot of hate on this video, and I'm not teaching you how to spoof. I'm only telling you to not spoof. And instead of telling you not to spoof or like forcing it on you, I'm saying that, see, it was impossible for me as well. Every place you look here would be empty, and still I will walk and hatch my eggs and still play legit when there was no Pokestop or gym. But I worked hard to create a place that has so many Pokestops and gyms, and that is so good to play for me. And if someone else wants to play in my town, he will be so happy to do so as well. So there is always a solution, and there is always a bad path. So it's on to you. You want to go down the bad path and do spoofing and feel miserable eventually, or maybe get banned eventually as well. Or maybe you play legit and feel proud that yes, I played legit and I created a beautiful place which is full of stops and GMs by myself. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go play at the place that I created myself, and hopefully you do as well. So I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching the video.